Yeah, I mean, he could.
Right,
yeah, now JJ's had more chance to set up, and you know, his round 2 is looking a bit more promising.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, maybe in this situation, Mega Mogwai might indeed want to continue the play just because of water hack. If you take a look at this walk run, though, this walk run is a pretty big thing because if Super JJ decides to pass
the storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Loses the round even with only one card more, that puts Mega Mogwai in a very bad position because of this walk run there, which will come back with kind of stats. I mean, that's very important to mention.
We must stick together.
Forces the other player to continue the game, because he cannot just pass and Super JJ pass and Mogwai finishes the round, right? So.
Yep. Absolutely. Looks like Mogwai's trying to set up a row to maybe make the most use of Commander's Horn right now, to maybe use power play. Maybe he wants to still take that pass, but just wants to see a few more cards here. I mean, I wonder
Hangouts on my computer.
Looks like it's got to see all of the lists here, so maybe have a very specific strategy was one of those things as well.
I think it's basically what you say, that he really sets up for this horn, and yeah, he will get some value from it for sure.
The ping on that Harpy now means that Commander's Horn is very difficult to play if he was expecting. Well, I mean, again, we do know the deck list.
So should I just pass?
Well,
I'll just pass, right?
There's no Igni threat with Skellige. They generally run Coral, but there would be some situations in some games where that would be very
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Play 2 of them. I'm passing.
So right now, so let's assume he
see what he does.
How do you feel about playing Spy in a round where you're looking to leave it, but you're playing it in round 1 and not in round 2, or as a response?
Not your lucky day.
It's different. It's different. I guess each matchup is different, but sometimes, like, because I think if the Spy comes down here, JJ will go ahead and pass, and that's usually how that goes. The benefit is.
First, that was bad.
Yep. He played Geralt first, he would have not.
That would have been all he needed, yeah.
Still ends up being.
I mean, good for me. Look how much damage Chick's gonna come out sniping with.
By playing.
That means I gotta play her last.
Okay, so he lacerates. So yeah, this is a situation where GG could opt in to pass. It's not a bad spot. And if he passes here, Mega Mogwai will be forced to win the round. And that's basically exactly the position we were talking about. So, I mean, Mogwai carries over, but 6 stats of Mega Mogwai are also carrying.
Can Spar's Paragon Vort?
Yeah, there is little carryover that Mogwai has with these eggs. And now that the ships are gone, things are going to probably level out a little bit.
I think I mean, there's really
there. Now let them dangle a while.
He even gives Mega Mogwai options.
And he's choosing to do that.
I don't like that at all, but yeah.
Mega Mogwai can respond to the Frightener now.
Yeah, exactly.
and he'll end up ahead in that.
He messed it up. He messed it up. Oh my god.
Oh, he drew the Raider. He drew the Raider.
He choked.
Oh, JJ's not happy with that
one. Oh man, that is huge.
Having a little bit of a laugh now.
Like that is like devastating.
Yeah.
I mean, oh man. I mean, he will be able to discard the Raider, so he will come into the game eventually. But
what ended up being, I actually was looking at the score difference. I actually didn't really see what ended up going into the graveyard.
I mean, that was really huge. I mean, that's. Now Mega Mogwai will be able to counter with the Spy himself, and he should definitely do so.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, if Super JJ would have pulled the Raider into the game, Mega Mogwai, even with playing the Spy, could have not overcome JJ's stats, which he can do now do so. And Super JJ also put a Resurrector into graveyard. So there she is.
There she is.
Yeah, it's not ideal at all. Absolutely not. That might be really damn decisive.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen JJ come back from stuff. Don't count him out, but it's yeah, that's definitely not what he wanted to do. Not what he wanted to do at all. Ermion still provides something because but I mean, at this point, you're playing Ermion. You're hoping to pick up. Like, what else? You don't really.
The Spider Spy, whatever that creature is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Raider is great, but you're forced to discard Roach.
Right. We originally thought that was a bad card.
And now you're standing in the fog again. I mean, that's really huge because now he's losing 2 sets every round. I mean, he will be able to pull Ceres, but still, I mean, there are also no
or just with
really
your fact that you're playing a deck, or monster deck, which normally has weather cards.
If he actually plays goes ahead and play Ermin, but then the Roach might not
you
become
get to pull a high priority target into the weather.
So really interesting what's going on here.
I mean, Mogwai's got the Commander's Horn highlighted, a fine opportunity to play it.
Yeah, it's
full
great.
value, protected.
It's absolutely great. I mean, this Commander's Horn, he won't be able to get better use of it. And this Commander's Horn with 20 stats, I mean, it's huge. Like 20 stats is basically like playing 2 cards.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And JJ's not holding Coral. We know that. Mogwai doesn't know that.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And I mean, this Frost, Mogwai would have preferred to come out of a Wild Hunt Hound. So both players kind of dealing with some cards that they may not want.
Oh, I would really like to see the Horn here.
Yeah.
I think the Frost can simply become mulling the way. I mean, it's a Horn or the Fiend on the ship, but that also doesn't overcome. I think it has to be the Horn here, because he really wants to overcome the stats. This play is actually giving Super GG the ability to pass again. So, yeah, really curious, because Super GG doesn't really have plays here. I mean, he can play the Pirate Captain, but that would bring him in a dire situation.
Oh,
and this
only
Frost, I mean, the
damaging
Frost
one unit, I'm not sure.
Maximally 6 stats. I'm really not sure about that.
What do you think about that weather play? I guess I don't know what else he could have played, though.
Yeah, I mean, with a hand like this.
Yeah.
Maybe he just needed the delay turn.
I mean, even the mulligan.
Try to get him to put on another card.
The Raider, but well, no, you'd keep the Raider with Hermione, but
yeah,
exactly. I think if I'm Super
yeah,
JJ, I might just leave it.
And this Frost, I mean, if Mega Moko went ahead and just
let you play
the
2
Horn,
more cards or whatever, try and catch up to me.
Probably done for, like, at least losing card advantage in a very distinctive way, and probably just starting off the last round with direct card disadvantage against a very strong monster card quality. But yeah, maybe he just passes now.
Yeah, there it is.
And now the Horn will never see any kind of value ever again.
How would Backwards Twisted Mirror work?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I wonder if Mogwai is.
So I wasn't sure.
I think he will.
I wasn't sure if it was going to switch.
He also create enough
well,
stats,
yeah,
but I mean, that Horn,
I didn't see that 12. I was thinking like before that he would switch it with that spider. So all his ones would become 6s, and that would be pretty big.
You know, that's the kind of stuff that, you know, it's okay to see a little bit of that in a tournament. It changes the whole read of what's about to happen here. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean that's Gwent, right? it's very complex. It's a very complex game, and
manual Gwent.
I mean, that's what's Gwent. Passing out the one opportunity there, the other opportunity there. But it's just very cool to see that you could always do it better, no matter how much you try or how much you play. So yeah, very cool. So Roach goes away, and that will also create a lot and big tempo swings as well. So yeah, Alcement definitely keeping that. I mean, Becker's Twisted Mirror is an awesome card.
I guess Mogwai doesn't think so.
Yeah, but he can swap the stats from the Pirate Captains with the stats of your little dudes. So
yeah.
I mean, the Becker's Twisted
I think I would have held that Twisted Mirror just for the Hail Mary chance.
Yeah, it's a card that I have been not fond of. It's such a swingy card, and it's very hard to play around when you have
a lot of people seem to like
Spirit, Fire Elemental, your Harpies, and lots. It's so easy to use multiple targets that can receive the benefit from Becker's Twisted Mirror, but it looks like Mogwai was more interested in just getting something that he absolutely knew he could get value from, like right now, in order to maybe push a little bit harder in this round.
What, the monster?
More resources.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I mean, this skirmish is kind of, I mean, he will, like JJ will have also problems with getting value.
Oh, they said he wasn't running Coral.
Mulling the other stuff, Basic Drift as a good card.
Or maybe they said he didn't have Coral. Oh, the top guy? Well, the top guy has the Silver Fiend card, which was the last card my enemy just played. I'm not sure what it does.
It's really, really
good. So the Fiend, I know it locks and then damages.
I mean, Mogwai can still get Horn value, it'll only be on 4 units, but it is something that can be considered to push the round.
So he was probably trying to hold on to
Mogwai at a card disadvantage. How far is he willing to push? Is he all in? I don't know if
the gold came out.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't counted Golden and Cirrus, but Jeets would have pulled him. Yeah, of course, he always pulls at least a Woodland Spirit, right? Because he could have also thought that he wants to mulling the Twisted Mirror in order to get value out of him, like from Jeets. But I mean, Jeets kind of committed to draw either current tier or Woodland Spirit, right?
Or Caretaker, I believe we haven't seen Caretaker.
Exactly,
but, we have seen. Did we see Water Hag? Because if we saw Water Hag, then Becker's Twisted Mirror is the only silver card.
It's the only silver card. Yeah.
We saw all
what they say?
So he wants to keep it as a pull option. But still, I mean, the Jeets pulling a Woodland Spirit might have, or maybe a Caretaker might have also been a better play. But yeah, sure. I mean, if he probably says, okay, if I really need this Becker's Twisted Mirror, I will be able to.
So like right now, if he did it,
and if I don't need it,
one of his 3s would be swapped to a 15.
Then I just pull myself a Woodland Spirit. So can definitely.
But he doesn't want to use it until after he sees Coral, I'm sure.
Mogwai putting a hefty commitment into this round.
So it's probably just going to save it for the last round.
And once again, you know,
So either horns here, but it's everything on the last round.
There is the carryover.
Or no, I guess you wouldn't
He
even
can play
horns.
Twisted Mirror now,
No.
right? He can play Twisted Mirror.
He
so
could
just
24
pass.
stats.
Yeah.
It's creating 24 stats. Not too bad,
He
but
comes in the next round with 4 twos.
Looks like Mogwai is going to step out here. I mean, Commander's Horn, there will be a row of 2 strength units. That would be 4 bodies for Commander's Horn in the last round. And of course, you know, he could still draw the Harpy.
oh,
that he
but
originally
even
rolled.
Ceres didn't see appearance, so
There she is now, though.
It's nasty.
no. But I mean, he could have forced Super JJ in a position where he would have at least needed to play
Those veterans.
Ripper, so now.
Great pulls here. Ooh, that's not
The
good.
Twisted Mirror can,
I mean, it's okay because there are
okay.
units.
Right,
There are
yeah.
units to play with, but
well,
I mean, I guess it's
he's got-
better than the Wild Hunt Hound in a short round. I take it back. It's okay. But JJ's draws were fantastic. He got one of his
Doesn't wanna do
very
it now.
huge pirate captains. I mean, Becker's Twisted Mirror is still.
Oh,
Ooh,
but not
nope.
now, not now, right?
do it now.
I mean, Becker's. Oh man, that
Nah.
could have created 28 stats, but okay. He
It
wants
is
to
just, I don't see how
create
he's
it.
doing this.
Yeah, I can definitely get behind that as well because he wants to maximize the value from the horn.
There's no way he can win this.
Oh,
Because he can horn the
and yeah,
foglets or he
also
can horn
creating
the
some
front row,
damage.
but whichever thing he horns.
I mean, but the
it's
final
gonna
say here is JJ with
shut
Coral,
down
so
by
it looks
full
like
girl.
it's going to be, you know, it's going to really cut into
Coral.
that Commander's Horn value. So I think playing Commander's Horn in the first round might have been,
But, I mean,
the
he
option.
got 32 points that easy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, instead of creating a situation where Mega Mogwai actually ends up with 1 more card into the last round, now he's playing with 1 card less, so that's a distinctive difference.
Yeah, Mogwai's missed opportunities were, yeah, definitely put him in a harder position here, and Coral on the draw with 2 pirate captains. This is exactly what JJ wanted to see. Although he only has 1 card left in his deck, I mean, there's only 1 more thing that he could have drawn.
So potions, 1 group.
Okay,
Probably
Mega
the
Mogwai.
foglets.
Yep, potions the foglets, horns the bottom. That's just not going to be enough, though.
I'm going to watch this play out here. So we got Commander's Horn, so 20 stats, and then another 12
So he's going
stats.
to get 6
Coral's
points
going to just
worth
cut right into that.
Wow,
out of his fog.
the Twisted Mirror now.
Like Coral's just.
Yeah.
Twisted
The
Mirror
Coral's going to be the thing that.
would have like mirrored like 30 stats.
Yeah.
Play
Yeah.
Coral, very last card.
Yeah. And JJ has, I mean, like, no reason, especially,
You
I
know
mean,
that-
at least
you know
Mogwai
it's there.
split the stats, but there's really no reason for him to play Coral until the last card is played to
Yeah,
decide
it's
here,
like,
because
yeah.
he has a very decent option
God,
on
you-
the back row, but an even better option now in the front row.
That card is so dumb.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's going to
It
do
does
it.
so much damage. Somebody went from
Pretty
80
wild
to
first round there.
39
There was
to
lots of stuff to
30
talk about in that first game. But we're going to see a little bit more dig on in this case as
That's
JJ
maybe
can retire
a
skill
game or two
again.
before you start watching.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No more
I'm
skill
wondering.
watching here.
Do you think it
But,
might get
yeah,
changed? A lot of people
the
are complaining
missed
about it.
opportunities, like, there
I don't know
were
what you
two
can
great
do
pass
to make it
opportunities
not
in
so
tie, and then
strong,
early
or
on,
maybe you just leave it
it
alone.
could've
It's just a
been
strong
Mogwai
card.
didn't
Can you
wanna
even?
pass too early.
You can't really play
Maybe
around
scared
it,
of
but
kind
it
of
punishes
skill
you
they
for
can't
putting
do,
shit in a
later
row.
rounds.
So that's how you
Carry over with Ceres.
play around it.
They did have
you
a
know,
lot of
the pirate
punishments
captains are,
putting
pretty
stuff in a row.
formidable even early
Yeah.
on. They reached 10
You have
fast,
Sweat,
so
you have
it could have just been that, and then
Well, sports
opportunities for
doesn't matter
Twisted
where
Mirror
it
and
is.
Commander's Horn earlier that could have been taken.
Yeah.
But ultimately, it just kind of came down to. It just came down to. I mean, Coral on the last card
Ignis,
definitely
Sweat,
was more than
Coral.
enough.
I mean, in the end, it was like,
I feel like there's some
12,
more
13. I
cards
mean, in
that
Twisted Mirror,
punish
for
in a
example,
row,
for 30
so
stats,
maybe
would have
that's
already
really
done
just
it as well. Like instead of, let's say, the potion. I mean, he could have also drawn it, right? So that's kind of interesting. And yeah, specifically the
Come
horn.
on, guy had
I
3
mean,
swipes.
he got some value from the horn in the last
Swipe or
round,
no swipe.
but obviously not such a distinctive value. He could have.
Nothing like a dwarf to get you
Fair,
to take
whatever his
spot.
name is.
opted into
Humans have
play
no
all
place
3
in
rounds,
Broccolon.
and I think monsters are rather strong also in specific rounds. I mean, while they
Too
can
fast for
play
you,
3
Dwan.
full rounds, if your monster already won round 1, they might also rather opt into instant pass to create a big opportunity with many minions, more weather rounds where you can deal 2 damage every turn, and just creating a bigger field of minions. So maybe that could have been also an option. But yeah,
First time I heard that.
I guess in the end, I mean, Super JJ also
Motherfucker.
made a
Yeah.
blunder with the Raider, and yeah, in the end it was very close. So
Yeah, both players could probably look back on that.
Slaughter them to a
man!
Freaking
Just
Saskia.
a little bit more power in the last
Never
round there.
do
Like
it.
JJ just had more than enough with those captains.
Never
and just
risk.
liberally
I'm a
take
dwarf of
very
business.
and then take care of those buffs. But yeah, Skellige's
Peace
down.
with
Skellige's
humans,
out.
a by thus.
Daybreak gets another shot.
it's also really interesting because I think what JJ
We'll win.
like what caused went through.
We've hammered enough. Let's get to work.
Like, yes, and Crate Raider, I did it. And then he picked it.
Gunners are in for a world of hot.
Something to press on what you want to have, right?
Yeah.
And he just wanted to have
Ah, they used to tire my tongue about that.
Yeah, and be honest, audience, you love moments like that. It's like, oh man, how is he going to recover from that? It just creates a whole new narrative.
Double hollow!
It's good. We like to see that stuff. I mean, we like to see perfect play as well, and you know, it's always good to see perfect play rewarded. But you know, it's the little things that change throughout each game, and you know, you said it, but it's a very complicated game.
Know if anyone's got any hoots left.
It's you know, it's very demanding.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, this one will be, let's say, interesting because,
Mahakam!
as you guys know,
Water
kind of
is a poison.
My signature deck. I mean, signature deck regarding the amount of games we have played this deck. We really have played.
Mahakam!
Like I'm talking 4 figures here.
I sense strong magic.
And also playing decisions. Also, even very little decisions. Like, should you play a second potion? Should we play this potion? Shouldn't we play this potion? Should we put a first light or not? How many dwarves and if which? So this is a very fine-tuned version, and yeah, and also basically analyzing all the lines against each different classes, and because, as you know, Skelliger is one of the classes which is being played on ladder, JJ will have a very distinctive gameplay in this game.
Well,
Yeah.
Going second, even better for him. So
Mogwai holding on to Coral, holding on to Lugos, which could be an answer.
Mahakam!
And of course Donar as well. So you know the cards that he needs.
We must stick together.
You know, Dwarfs are very difficult, and JJ's very seasoned against them. We haven't seen JJ has no interest in banning monsters. We've seen it in 2 series in a row. So you know, with the 2 immune boosts, he's very capable. Like, it's possible that he was sure that Donar was going to queue monsters in again, so he chose Dwarves as well. But putting JJ and the pilot seat for Dwarves is definitely
Blended one.
opponent for Mogwai.
So yeah, that's another thing I liked about Hearthstone, how you can be...
Arpin already locked down, and I didn't see what Donar stole though.
no,
I sense strong magic.
We have to take a look at it at the moment. But yeah, Dennis comes down. That doesn't come as a surprise. Because JJ is going second, he can basically decide. He can now create high tempo plays. So this time,
spend a lot.
already is forced to discard his own rate. Because if he doesn't do so, Super JJ will have an ability to
huge card
an
advantage.
option. Not saying that he will take it, but it's definitely a possible play, or a possible line of play.
You want to hold on to big swing cards like Lugos because you can get a lot of carryover value. Like, you know, it's much more than just discarding that unit and hitting a dwarf. It's also, you know, gonna take those stats into account in the second round as well. So, you know, big play.
Double hollow!
We do know the biggest unit that Mogwai
Slaughter them to a man!
Skirmishers is 6 strength units. So
That's enough for the
that's
dwarf.
enough. That's enough for the Dennis Cranmer dwarf special for sure.
Yeah, so
Does he have Scorch?
when he
Raider
comes down, he's discarding 2 cards.
I feel like
Probably
common card that
Please
has-
make
decides to discard the Queen's card. Yeah.
would it be best to
I
just...
guess he wants to buff them, and then he wants to resurrect
Oh, yeah,
one of
you
these
want
queens
to
card,
take
getting
the
all of
leaders.
them, and at the same time also getting
Death
direct
awaits us
blast
all.
on Ceres as well, so just creating so many stats that he will definitely overwhelm.
I feel like I should just all in.
And yeah,
What do you
guess
think?
that's clever. And
Not
as
all
you
in,
also
but like
mentioned,
play my hero
maybe
power,
for entering
rebuff that
all
dude
those
by another 8,
cards,
and then
he
just
definitely
pass
has
the turn the last round.
to JJ's
That'll give
dwarf plays.
you
So for example, this Markham defender will get
25
directly
points
shot
plus
down
32
by
points.
Madman.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already hovering over him.
There it is,
Yes,
yeah.
I do have the answer. And it's
I
a
mean, if
very
you have Scorch,
important
you
one
know.
We'll win.
But
this play of this resilience.
There will be no negotiation.
Otherwise, like if a dwarf can carry 2 resilient units into the next round, is already pretty much
Yeah.
over, because then you might be able to just create a lean into double resilience.
Yeah.
Then won't be able.
I hate
JJ
portals.
won't be able to do so now. So really powerful plays here on Mega Mogwai's side.
It slows down Super JJ's setup as well. He wants to use those buff and those resilient units, and you know, unless there's an opportunity to play them, and we don't see any in hand. We do see the Elven Mercenary, and
Ooh,
this
that's
did not
also
pull the
so
defender.
important. Like that being a resilient.
Scoia'tael! Attack!
Because, I mean, as you basically also correctly said, like these resilient units are very much needed.
Yeah, I mean the buffs really you don't. It feels wasteful to not buff a resilient unit.
Hopefully I
You
get
know,
something
it helps it
good.
take around, but you know, without the carryover, I mean, that's the dwarves' like main strength. You know, to really put pressure on the second round.
That works.
Or like the ultimate pressure of just carrying over. We saw a game already where carried over 51 points Game King in the last series. So
onward, Fryhead! Wrong. Another mistake.
You know how strong it is. It's
Wanna flip a max?
With strength level. But you know, in a situation like this, especially with Super JJ, it's one of his favorites to win with. He did that, got him a ticket to Gamescom, and now he's playing here.
It comes down to this.
Prize at the
if he has scorch, it'll hurt. No?
Oh, they're finally leaving him.
I think so. He just passed the turn.
He's arriving on the board.
Guess not. I'll pass too then. Yeah, I mean, his mistake was making those two cards equal. I was just like, thank goodness.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna say he gave it to you. He definitely let you back into the round. That was
just too graveyard. Yeah, it chose this card.
Plus the resilience, it was more. It was like double that basically. It's basically a 48-point score.
Yeah, I mean, so I mean, it's possible that I missed it, but Brand did put one Queen's Guard and Ceres into the graveyard, and then that last
was a good move, though.
What's the Skirmisher? Skirmisher was the Lugo. I believe.
Next round.
I guess it was a Raider.
No, but I mean, when
I just love when I have my archer chicks just get strong, come out sniping the shit out of something.
Really stuck with only 2 Queen's Guards.
Pretty much.
That's a missing
really
piece because
nice card.
That's quite important, right? To have all 3 of those.
I mean, you can buff those Queen's Guard, but without the 3rd one, it's really not the same potency at all. I mean, you can still res the 2 Queen's Guards at once, but it's really not what you want to do. You always want them to be 3 or 4. You know, in my games, I had a little bad luck. I didn't get to play Operator on any Queen's Guard yet, and we have yet to see Operator Queen's Guard actually that combo come together.
Looked at that, bro.
Okay, so I think what Mega Moko will opt in is
I thought I
resurrecting those 2
hit rank 7 when I was looking at the thing.
I really don't see how this achieves a lot because he has veteran status.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. I was like, man, I swore it just said I hit level 7.
Card is actually not too bad, right? Because it's not only resurrecting.
See what's happening in this last match over
here. Also does pull you Ceres, and that means the play of the resurrect rate
dwarves.
3+1.
I like dwarves.
So 24.
See, he has the fucking cards I need. He has the dwarf gold, the Geralt gold, and the spy gold. That spy gold is so good.
Ifleen is in
double
hand,
special card.
Ifleen represents a very strong win condition with the double.
And all his stuff is animated.
Many of us are very familiar with.
See, Zoltan's good because you can.
Zoltan is an incredibly strong gold card.
You can move people out of weather too, so it's like
providing a lot of protection. And about.
I feel like Zoltan kind of sets himself up for
huge buffs on the resilient units as well.
I think he does.
Oh, it's only 15 stats.
But the thing is,
so it's like 23.
Well, he buffs them. I thought he buffed himself, which would have been better because if he buffs himself, you know, it's not he's not going to get hit. But he does buff the others.
Now, Super JJ
yeah, but like you said, it's just that dwarf mentality.
Did you say that Mogwai has an opportunity to pass? I mean, Super JJ can do it, I believe, with, well, very easy.
Dwarfs stand together,
yeah, very easy,
dwarfs lose together.
To get some values as well, so yeah. Super JJ has all the options here. He can even do the hero current and mutus if he wants to do so. He doesn't want to pass.
Because you know they always rock him more than one of those high value cards. He could drop the spy card, get a double potion for that middle row. That would have been good too. Could still do it because there's he split the groups up, so that's good.
Queen's Guard and Dwarves are both decks that generally will push.
Well, there's no way he's gonna put those two on the same damn line.
You know, Dwarves have their carryover on the board. Queen's Guard represents carryover in future rounds. And, you know,
so the question is, do you save Geralt?
Pretty large value from just simply having one Priestess in hand. We already know that the Queen's Guard would, you know, if one is drawn.
So what's the point difference right now?
Plus the Queen's Guard makes it an even 20, or sorry, the Priestess in round 3.
Oh well, this is perfect. That's all you needed to do. If you can get resilience, can't.
Are we seeing all the mercenaries? So this, oh no, this is the last Dwarf mercenary here.
So no, don't put it on top.
Might be tricky.
Don't do it.
Because he's putting more and more minions out of his deck. There's also kind of dangerous in
Well, I guess it's a trade-off. He's not sure if he has Scorch. He doesn't have Scorch. Oh, he does have Coral. Ooh, yeah. So this is good. If he corals him, he ignites him. Perfect.
Cards and not much Mogwai can do.
I didn't even see that. I was just thinking about my own resilience side, but yeah, he set it up perfect. It's like, you hit me with Coral, then I'm hitting you with the Ignite.
Even cards, which is difficult. It's difficult, especially with Dwarves, that carryover is, even though it is just one 14-point, that could represent a turn easily.
That was really good play.
Especially when you won the last play with Coral.
So big.
Coral does represent a lot of points here, but that Igni is going to be huge. 28 points.
Yeah, definitely agree.
What do you think you do? Your Vikings. You know he moved them over there for a reason.
Yeah, he passed.
Yeah, because so I mean he can definitely not pass here, right? So
yeah, that might have been the smart thing to do.
And here, this is gonna
no,
be,
there's
no.
Yeah, this is gonna be tough to overcome here.
Yeah, it's not
it's
not Mogwai here.
Unless then he gets it twice. That's why that card is stupid.
Yeah. Well, we've seen lots of misclicks and lots of positioning, and not this time though.
No,
this is another 40-point carryover.
So this one's for
not the biggest we've seen today, but definitely huge. 2 Elven Mercenaries, and I believe there are still still spells that the Mercenaries.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they will definitely pull stuff.
There's the Queen.
Oh well, with that gold card, I don't know if it's a bronze or if it's any special card you want. You use twice.
40 points is tough.
So you can do 2 hunting horns.
Because,
I gotta look at it again.
Receive any kind of different advantage. So
I'm guessing you play all the mercenary on top. So if you get a potion, you get some value out of it.
These 40 stats are just bonus on JJ's side, and that's just huge. Okay, so JJ actually
just wants to split it up.
To distribute the stats because of a potential core out.
Doesn't want to put everything on the one thing.
So he says, hey, I mean, I'm 40 stats ahead, so why should I risk anything?
He placed the buff on the front row. Okay, but that's stronger.
I was gonna say, I think she ignores armor. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes Coral a little bit better for Mogwai, but Coral does have to cut into that armor.
Yeah, sure, but
actually, do you think he should have done anything? You think maybe you should have just saved the 2 Elven Mercenaries for the next round?
That's fair.
Well, no, you're gonna pull out a bronze card. It's not gonna help you. You know what? Maybe he was thinking he was gonna get the werewolf. No, he probably doesn't run more than 1 werewolf though.
So he'll be able to take Queen's Guard from value. That's not too bad. Probably even playing Craig Bondu first.
Maybe he knew he couldn't use both of them, so now's the time to pass. He was just like, I can't get rid of both mercenaries, so I'm gonna play one. Then the next round, I swip the mercenary out for something else. Because first turn mercenary is just horrible.
Instead, he's opting to play Holger for. I mean, that does still apply the buff to one of the Queen's Guards, I believe. And
I think it's fine as well because you still buff.
It puts a little bit more points on the board for you, and there's the buff on the ranged row here, so now the stats are pretty distributed.
Yeah.
Mogwai's got his work cut out for him, so the Queen's Guard represent 19. Well, no, now with Holger's buff.
But if he reads Super JJ on Igni, and that's also a correct read, and he should also do so after the Dwarf actually moved him one in the back row, he should play Cora now. Yeah, because I mean the Igni read he had it last round, and the Igni read is also a correct one. So I definitely don't see anything else, but
so I think he has to play Coral right now,
and then Cora
just so he doesn't eat a harder Igni.
15, 19 plus Terror. That's
so he'll just lose a 7
for another 22. So that's like 48 stats. So that would have been exactly enough. So if he plays Coral, okay, that's if he would have played Coral though, yeah, that would have been really good.
Yeah,
well,
and the Skirmisher is...
This is worse. He lost an 8.
Igni's not even doing it. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Just played it. Just
oh, yeah, okay, I forgot. Plays fine.
I feel like... why would you go against the half the ground?
Let me turn my thing off.
I almost feel like it wasn't...
Well, that's actually how close this is.
It was.
That you have Igni in the hand, and if you don't mulligan your Igni, this will be 4 stats. And that was what basically also decided it. I also have to say maybe, I mean after the Igni read, I mean JJ should have known that Mogwai knows that he has Igni in the hand. And he could have maligned Igni for a Commander's Horn, and the Commander's Horn would have then completely sealed the deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
So maybe, just maybe, and even the Resilient Dwarf, right? Because the Resilient Dwarf would have also created at least 6 stats carryover for the next round. Yeah, whether that would have been enough, that's another story. But yeah, you also always see that you have kind of all the different options.
So you think passing and not just passing with Geralt?
Sit at my table and let's drink.
Would have been the
I respect nothing
I mean,
human.
that's kind of a little bit next level.
To the next round, he still drew the Commander's Horn.
Try to get some
he had to mulligan one of them. If you mulligan the Commander's Horn, he would have just had a 5 plus a 4, or a 6 plus a 4. That's a 10.
Your opponent
he still
that
lost.
you have Igni in your hand, and after him and also confirming that he's definitely willing.
Yeah, well, he had a better chance of winning by that because you don't know. He could have maybe not drawn the Hunter's Horn.
Because I mean, 4 stats for a card is definitely not that good. And if you already confirmed that your opponent is willing to play around it, yeah, why not?
So JJ is going to take another stab at it with Dwarves, and Mogwai is going to take another stab at it with Monsters. So both of these decks have lost already, and now we get to see who's going to be the victor here, as the series is tied at 1. This is the semifinals. For you know, this is the gateway to the finals match, which we are looking forward to, but right now this match has already been very close. We've seen a lot of really interesting decisions, and you know, these have all been very powerful decks.
Of course, Fred.
Dagon Weather, and now Dwarves, Super JJ's specialty.
Yeah, I mean, really curious what will happen here. I would have really liked to see the Frost in the front row, because the Frost in the front row is
Peace with humans? I buy that!
If there is no Dennis there, these dwarves immediately go down to 3 stats, and with 3 stats you can even try to snipe them with a Fire Elemental, for example. I mean, that's playable with 5%, but you did 3 times. It's rare, but
God's next level
didn't have it. Your opponent also has maybe more such, maybe doesn't want to play and stuff like this. Yeah, so yeah, it's really interesting that Mega Mogwai is basically opting in not to swap the stats.
That would have been the real next level.
Sorry, not to lock down Japan at all, for example. I mean, that's one thing. The other thing is not to apply any kind of weather at all. I mean, he has double weather in his
know if anyone's got any hoots left.
Definitely become pulled out. Like the Frost, he needs to get the Frost out of his deck.
Yeah.
So I would be really surprised if he wouldn't play the Frost Hound here.
Yeah, I think the Frost Hound is the play as well. It looks like he's... I mean, no Commander's Horn in hand this time.
Spars Pergamon Wart!
It is a possibility. I don't know if that would...
Double hollow!
Set of cards, that's...
This guy just played 3 golds in a row. Like, he's like, I'm not letting you hurt my people.
Calling me a coward?
Really changed his line of play. I mean, the Dwarf play is, you know, very much kind of playing mostly on your side of the board and applying buffs and playing around specific cards. But, you know, JJ's happy to continue this resilient setup, buffing European, and now having 3 resilient units on the board. Here comes the Frost now.
Okay. So yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not only about these 2 stats. I mean,
we must stick together.
Representing 4 stats if you think about them being resilient, but also about what you force your opponent to do. Because if Mega Mogwai would have applied the Frost, let's say at the very beginning, and Super JJ plays 1 dwarf into the Frost.
Glory to you.
I mean, he can barely play the 2nd dwarf as well, and then also the Elven Mercenary, but he has to react by loot.
Everything all right?
Doing something. And yeah, so now this option, playing the Elven Mercenary into the Immune Boost in a very, very perfect way. Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what he wanted to see.
I mean, JJ is happy.
Exactly what he wanted to see, because it's a little bit too slow to be worth it in the Frost, and it's also not optimal to use the Immune Boost just on 2 units to protect them, but the Elven Mercenary is the perfect solution to both of those problems. And now Mogwai is in a position where his Frost isn't getting any value, and I mean, it's not. I mean, what you said. I think the Frost earlier would have definitely forced JJ to maybe make some different decisions, possibly with the Dwarven Mercenary.
I think it's really huge. I mean, we are talking at least 2 times Frost hit. That's already. I mean, we are already talking like 8 stats here, but like 4 stats multiplied 2, but also just about things you're forcing your opponent to do is of such revenge is important.
He just scored.
JJ looking to maybe apply another thick coat of armor on these dwarves.
Yeah, I mean, with having so much resilience, JJ is basically forcing Mega Mogwai to win.
Mordrin Freyr is patient, but she brooks no insult. Pansy.
Specifically, if there's no commanders on the opponent's side, which is not the case here. And if your opponent has a lot of resilience, it also doesn't matter too much, because it doesn't matter whether you just empty pass against your opponent if he has 20 stats, or if you empty pass if he has like 40 or 50 stats. I mean, it'll be behind one card.
Yeah, and like in the last game, JJ kind of forced Mogwai to win the round as well, but as it turned out, in the end,
I was scored to take down the level.
And Mogwai's definitely positioning as if he has the Commander's Horn. He's definitely like making it look like that's an option for him. Putting everything on one row. I mean, there's no disadvantage necessarily for that. Dagon finally looking like the Fog probably going to go on the siege row here.
Yeah, definitely. And it's also very good because JJ doesn't have the first aid here, but honestly he can just put it with the Elven Mercenary. So I would be very surprised if we wouldn't see JJ here playing the Elven Mercenary into the first light. I mean that's just like insane. If you can cancel out double weather with the first light, then you're kind of always gonna do it, and Esteem will be able to create a double resilience. So yeah, it's looking quite like very good for JJ.
Yeah, Elven Mercenary can pull an Adrenaline Rush and Thunderbolt, but because there is only one first light, there's the first light. It's going to go 2 for 1 for the weather. Yeah, that's very good.
But I'm
also knocking out the Foglets.
Yep.
Now that I see what he just did.
But there was a chance that Elven Mercenary
passed,
didn't
so I think I should just pass
I do believe that there is a Thunderbolt. We have, I think there's still one Thunderbolt and the Adrenaline Rush still left. Or JJ just checked.
So Mogwai can now opt in to play Spy, and if JJ decides to pass, he will be able to overcome the stats with the Twisted Mirror. Basically winning the round with equal cards. Drawback is that JJ has kind of a lot.
Get the move on, lads! Look alive!
He will need to empty pass the next round and then Super JJ will be able to toggle double resilience on his dwarves and carrying over like
any last words
to the last round. That's just very, very huge. Because Monster cannot bridge these 28 stats.
Now we must stick together.
So yeah, here we go. So
getting another heartbeat.
Yeah, I would be surprised.
Hey, mate!
The horn, the Commander's Horn is not overcoming his stats. So Mega Mogwai would need the Twisted Mirror, and even if he would have the Twisted Mirror, it also means that JJ can go ahead with his DN because he isn't in the need of being afraid of the Twisted Mirror any longer, and that's very huge because the Twisted Mirror is playing like against dwarves. Twisted Mirror is playing like 2 cards at least.
Yeah, is it 26 points at this point?
Yeah, in this case it's like 28 stats.
28 points?
Let's not get in the way of me axe.
Yeah, it just has the potential to also become bigger later, so just having Twisted Mirror in the deck limits Super JJ's options, but if he passes now and Twisted Mirror is out, he can just go all out.
But JJ's looking to keep pushing here.
Do I just call it
not interested in, not
we'll win.
Buffing
like
my
that.
card, because if I buff, then I won't be able to
Huge
score
card
it
flat.
potentially.
It represents, you know, arguably a win condition for round 3.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Yeah, absolutely. Just goes ahead.
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Yeah, it's interesting because, I mean, of course, Mogwai can also always opt in to
Peace with humans? By thus!
Or you can just also play the lock for all these things being very strong plays.
Yeah, Becker's definitely diminishes a lot of the value of the Dwarf, and then the Fiend also, you know, those 2 plays definitely affect the outcome of this round.
Let's see, so Beckers is creating 28 stats, which would bring him in a position of having 64. So a Harpy would have not even been enough. So he kind of needs
Should I just play the swipe and save Geralt for last?
Of course, the Fiend. I'm not sure. I mean, he might argue that, yeah, since Super JJ has so much carryover anyways, he wants to keep his Fiend with the action and such.
You could get more value on swipe. Potentially, if you get 2 more units in a row.
Yeah, it's really coming down. Like these are the small decisions that definitely
won't pay us in gold, pay us in blood.
Look at the cards and we can assume certain lines of play, but it's ultimately the player's decision to pass or push that that really keeps, especially the first round, and especially with dwarves.
So should I just Scorch right now?
Very exciting, and you know, as these dwarves get bigger and more threatening,
but he loses his level.
It just becomes, you know, there's a lot more.
So just drop Geralt.
A little bit of despair, and then look at that kind of carryover. And JJ just
Damn it!
Just makes it bigger and bigger and
Yeah.
bigger. You know, as is the
Bow before modern Freya.
Oh, someone calls the Queen's Guard.
You're good. Real good.
Mogwai's up 2 cards now, but passing is. It's really rough to let your opponent just keep this. Becker is still an option. Fiend definitely still an option as well.
Yeah, Becker's also getting bigger and bigger. So
now, would you Becker's first here because the Fiend, if you put a Fiend on one of the 15-point dwarves, you're basically telling that you have.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that would change anything necessarily, but
I mean the Beckers is now basically representing bringing Mogwai to 78. So you would need to create 13 sets and overcome just passing here. But that's too many stats, we cannot really pass here.
Yeah.
But if you still want to overcome the stats, you need to at least
47 points in carryover represented right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's way too many. That's way too many. So he needs to disrupt it.
Mogwai only with 10.
Yeah, that's kind of telling everything. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you could have also just locked down the 17 stat for dwarf.
Wait, what rank am I? It says I'm rank 8, but I'm rank 9 now.
Or some of the other ones, because they're telling your opponent what you have in your hand.
It says I'm 1,105.
That much.
It's interesting. I mean, we didn't see Becker's Mirror in the last game, but JJ it does know that it exists. So
yeah, if I'm 1,105, then I say 3K.
It's just very clear that it's in his hand right now to JJ.
But I also have to say that Becker
according
is
to
not
this,
enough, and it's also a gap.
195
so, I mean, because Mega Mogwai only has 4. I mean, because Super J has one-set minion as well. Mega Mogwai has actually only 80% instead of 100% on the Twisted Mirror, and even if Twisted Mirror would work out, Mega Mogwai would still need to invest another card in order to win the round. So that's like very, very interesting.
I was wondering if JJ was going to take the opportunity to take the 17 points here from Migny, and that's fair. Well, the additional 4 from Roach as well. Take his favorite card.
Rank 8 the previous match, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this if he chooses to play Becker's Twisted Mirror,
that was 1,105. What rank is
that 20% chance is, it seems so huge in this
yeah,
moment
should be.
well.
According to that last match,
Mega Mogwai should pass here. 100%, right?
Yeah,
because
I mean,
if he passes here, he also confirms some carryover, like 14 sets of carryover. Again, 32, but Mega Mogwai will then be able to Twisted Mirror in the next round. Basically, that's insane, right? Because that means that Super JJ cannot follow double resilience any longer. I mean, that's like huge. He should just pass here and now.
Yeah, and the 2 cards actually mean something when you can dismantle.
Wait, haven't I played more than 2 matches?
I mean, just imagine Mega Mogwai pass. Yeah,
there it is.
Wow,
there
I
it
think
is.
that's
track
it.
only shows that I played 2 matches.
And
today.
Here goes JJ.
Oh, but he will double resilience now.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, it makes sense.
No, I played 3.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna see. This is gonna be the biggest carryover of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, he knows that he cannot play all 3 rounds, so he needs to toggle through now. Yeah. So he's basically playing a card to create 25 stats. That's what it is. But I'm not sure whether this might be enough. I mean, 25 stats is a lot. I mean, for a golden card, it's probably like up to 10 stats more than you would need to justify a golden card. But still, I mean, there is some carryover.
Exit out, come back in.
It's 43 stats, but it plays against 3 cards of Mega Mogwai, and there will be another 2 stats on JJ's behalf, and I would be really, I would really wonder if he wouldn't play those.
Becker's is 30 points at this here, if it swaps with the 2 strength unit.
Oh, it will swap with a 1 strength unit because Mega Mogwai will keep on 1 Harpy in order to assure the Becker's Mirror. Jesus, also.
Look at the hand though.
It's
Mogwai has.
Yeah, look how many cards the Mogwai has.
Yeah. Look at that card.
Mogwai has good cards in his hand right now, so.
It's true.
It's really, really good, and yeah. I think the Beckers will do a lot of work.
Oh yeah, Beckers is going to be huge.
I mean, he shouldn't even play the Beckers at the very moment. He should just wait until JJ needed to play all of his cards. I mean, also the Elven Mercenary not being able to create the entire buff, and also currently dealing so much damage, also to the lowest minion. Very good. if the Elven Mercenary will buff one of these 17 statters, the Twisted Mirror will be even bigger. I mean, at the moment we are talking about a 32 stat Twisted Mirror, but this will become bigger.
In Caranthir, we can move these units away from the Resilient Dwarf, so JJ's buffing is really not allowing for any carryover. Like, well, I mean, it still will allow carryover. JJ doesn't have to win this round. The points aren't really that important to him, but the points on the Dwarf are most important. But it makes it just a little bit more likely that Mega Mogwai will be able to come back from this.
No, but the Dwarf will die in the Frost.
I don't understand.
If he... Okay.
Oh, he moved them. He moved the Resilient unit with it. Yeah. I mean, there is that option as well. But the Elven Mercenary...
There will be no negotiation.
I think that's the last special card.
No, but that's a really great play for Mega Mogwai, because now not only does the Resilient Dwarf die, but with this play he basically also undermined a potential buff on the Resilient Dwarf. So if this happens, and I mean that's huge, because Mega Mogwai just now has a 40 stats Twisted Mirror instead of a 32 stat Twisted Mirror. So he created 8 stat out of thin air. I mean that's such tremendous importance. Wow.
Now, there's still a Commander's Horn in Mogwai's deck. Caretaker could actually bring back a Dwarf on Mogwai's side. And
onward, Fryhead!
That's alone, and this
Monster deck.
hit. I mean, that was a 50-50, but also taking away 6 or 8 stats for the next round. That's also, I mean, so important. And Mega Mogwai, I mean,
we must stick together.
That much of math, because he can play Twisted Mirror first if he wants, because JJ is out of cards here. Maybe he can even pull a Resilient Dwarf.
Yeah.
Maybe it's enough.
He might do that, and I mean...
No, it's not enough, right? So the Resilient Dwarf is 5 stats, so that brings him to 37. And he said Twisted Mirror is, what's 40?
40. It's 40 at this point.
It's 40, yeah.
We must stick together.
Okay. But yeah, with the Ghana would pull
he went ahead and just pulled the Mercenaries.
Yeah. But actually, it would have been enough with Frost. He could have pulled it. Oh, he could have pulled it.
I think I should clear skies again or not?
Oh, and that also...
Oh, no. Okay, then this becomes damage. Okay, no, never mind. 14, 9... No, it would have
onward, Fryhead!
I mean, with the extra card and the carryover match 6 versus 6, Mogwai's in a great position here. Voltan is probably one of the stronger cards. I mean,
but it's just not enough against the Hound. Mega Mogwai is really sealing the deal. Another Frost coming down. That's a lot of damage. Oh my god. And that shields. I mean, do you think that the shields will be able to create more than 2 stats?
Well, I mean, I think Commander's Horn and JJ
have strength, my love.
Commander's Horn potentially. I think I don't. Oh, do we see Commander's Horn?
No, I'm pretty certain that he will be able to create 2 stats. Yeah, I mean that was. It's wow.
Mega Mogwai coming into the face of arguably one of the best dwarf players in the world, taking 2 games from JJ. Monsters, monsters are really strong, and at the top of the ladder, you do see monsters and dwarves.
Yeah,
they do clash a lot. So, 2 immune boosts are in there. JJ was not scared about monsters not banning it in any matchup, and now it's coming down to him. He has to win with dwarves now. This is the match point for the semifinals.
Yeah, but to be honest, there was also, I mean, there were, let's say, also kind of, I mean, it's already a little bit late. People have played a lot of hours. So Super GG also made
do the Hunting Horn.
Quite some
hero power if I have to after this.
Also sometimes being maybe a little bit too greedy, because in the second round he opted in to basically buff the Resilient Dwarf, basically ignoring the Twisted Mirror option. And I mean, it goes the way that if your opponent doesn't have Twisted Mirror, he will definitely win, right? So the only thing you have to do is to definitely play around
on the board,
because otherwise you will win anyways.
He was going to be
but he went, let's say, a little bit into the greed mode and buffing the Resilient Dwarf, and hence basically enabling an 8 stat stronger Twisted Mirror. I mean, without these 8 stat stronger Twisted Mirror, Mogwai would have been in need to play all of his cards, and that would have been a completely different story then, because 1 card would have not been enough, but 2 cards obviously were enough to beat the Dwarf's opener. So we do have Milgard here.
Milgard here, so Mega Mogwai, the son of Nilfgaard.
Wanna whiff from my axe?
His ticket into the finals, all he has to do,
to win with Nilfgaard.
To win with Emir Nilfgaard. I mean, I'll be honest, this matchup is hard to call, because Nilfgaard, generally, the matchups, I'm not familiar with them personally. And you know, the way that Nilfgaard wins is generally generating a lot of late value at no risk, really, with Tibor, if you are able to pull all the cards out for your opponent. But
exactly, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean,
maybe you should have just put the swallow.
I'm really excited to see how this one's going to play out. I mean, we've seen JJ coming in here now, third try with dwarves. You know, the line of play is it's becoming clear now as we see it. Play the dwarves
they used to tire my tongue about that.
Very interesting and different.
Shit, I didn't count on that. I wasn't coming. Don't scorch me.
But I think it's quite strong. I mean, it's quite reasonable against dwarves because, yeah, I mean, we also know that there is Meridian Bomb in Mogwai's.
So here's the thing. Do I clear this weather, or do I ignore the weather?
Obviously, Meridian Bomb against dwarves, specifically if you can decide to play it because you have it in your hand, of course, then, I mean, that's of tremendous importance. I mean, that's one thing.
I would think so.
But the other one is
but I could do, not clear the weather, immune boost them so they get 3 shields.
Like,
how much does Fog do?
To that. Simply because they try to
so I could do
utilize
the
a lot of
shield,
specifically with this version, which
so
is
they get buffed plus they get a shield,
and Saskia,
and then I could just
it's
swipe.
filling out all the spells of the deck. It's filling out all the minions, yeah. So dwarves at the end of the day,
or just clear the weather,
like
or
ends up with like 2 or 3 cards in the deck left. But if Mega Mogwai is like, let's say,
We'll win.
8 cards, that's really good for him.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Possibility for Super JJ to disrupt the bounce combination
with
like
Avalok. Yeah. There's Avalok, Stephanie Skellen putting it on top of the deck for the draw with the Alchemist.
Exactly. Shackle's missing though at the very moment.
Shackles is missing, it's true.
Yeah, so that's very interesting because if Shackles are missing, Mogwai.
Let's get this over with.
Nah, he will never do that. He will never do that.
It's just too. It's too good.
Not against
Diamond Bomb against dwarves. Yeah. But again, the players do know the deck list. The Diamond Bomb shouldn't be surprising. It's just how is JJ going to keep the dwarves safe from the Diamond Bomb while also dealing with the potential of being decked by
2,
Avalok.
4, 5, 6,
It looks like
7.
he doesn't want to save them that much because he's dropping them off like crazy. And there the last pike is being drawn, and that's also like being pulled out, and that's also really amazing for Mogwai because he wants to thin out his deck as much as possible. So he will draw a lot of cards here, and once all the cards are drawn, wow, I mean, then he will be able to go through with his Avalok Shackles into. I mean. Like, this is just insane, McFear. I mean, if this happens to work twice out of 2 times, I mean, holy moly.
Yeah, I mean, does that make Emir being a star of the show? I mean, just dismantling in the first match we saw Margaret versus Panda and Mel, and Panda actually expressing fear of that deck, and it's got a lot of very interesting and difficult combat win conditions. And you know, in this moment, I mean, Diamond Bomb obviously representing a lot of stats. Really hindering all of the things that JJ is going to be trying to do here. It looks like the Dwarf Mercenary might be splitting up the dwarves, but
it's actually really cool because just think about this lure. I mean, that's like a decoy. Yeah, so Super JJ is kind of luring the spheres. And the spheres will come down, but we also know how much value he puts.
Spheres is only going to be only gets value off the dwarf. The Elven Mercenary.
And all sorts of bad things.
Out and the. There it is.
Oh wow! Okay.
He's got it. Yeah,
he's basically choosing the dwarf. I was really okay. Wow. Well, because there was like 2 resilient was on the board, but only one mercenary. So I was I was really mercenary. That was an amazing call. Yeah.
That wasn't enough.
Wow.
And look at there. JJ's looking for a lined up here. 24 points, 28.8 potential.
Yeah, I mean, not too bad for 24 points.
Nothing really Mogwai can do to stop it unless he wants to actually pick up one of those cards. Pick up
better.
With Emir and play.
Immediately play the thing, put a resilience on the card.
I mean, with no shackles in hand. This is probably a pretty tough decision, right? Because this is probably going to decide the round. Does he play? It looks like he's thinking about it.
Oh, but he might be able to get the shackles right. Like playing Avalok now, playing Alberich, playing all those cards, just trying to get the shackles.
11 cards remain in Mogwai's deck. Rot Tossers, Nilfgaardian Knight, a couple of special cards.
What might he want to do with this? I mean, does he really want to bounce Sarah, or?
I mean, you're picking up one of those cards. The Alchemist
Yeah, see, this is the troll that guards the boats.
He's going to go ahead and play Avallac'h. He's going to let the Igni occur.
It says it in the thing.
I mean,
oh, there's the roach.
Oh, that was...
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Made him blank out on that one.
JJ not hesitating here.
No, definitely not.
Huge play here. Mogwai. I think Mogwai was definitely thinking about it. Knows that Igni is a threat, but I mean, it's not. The disparity is not so much here. I mean, that's a very powerful Igni, but Mogwai was ahead, and that roach draw is going to hurt.
I mean, Mogwai really needs to draw these shackles. I mean, it's 1 and 9. I mean, that icon is also having, so it's 3 and 9. What is? Oh, the rod tosser. Oh my god.
I mean,
no horses.
I mean, you can use the Dimernium Bomb on Avallac'h, but I'm sure that Mogwai would be much happier dispelling the buffs on the dwarves. But I mean, here, like, what is that even worth? It's not even worth, you know, as far as like the value you could have gotten. It may just ultimately be, yeah, now all the threats are on different levels.
Yeah, it's no help. He needs to do him, of course. Yeah, I mean, just trying to win the round and then undermining the carryover. I mean, it's fine. I mean, what is he supposed to do about it?
Yeah. Well, we must stick together.
And we saw Mogwai in the first series. Mogwai has no problem going down a number of cards.
Yeah.
Strategy. And JJ did not pass on it. Wasn't really threatened. Didn't seem to mind that Avallac'h came down because. I mean, Impetuous Panda in that series passed as soon as he saw Avallac'h, knowing that Mogwai would have to have a huge commitment. And as well as JJ being ahead in points, there was the option to pass, but dwarves generally don't do that.
Oh wow! If Mega Mogwai actually forces all the resilience, the deal will be a completely dead card as well. I mean, it's deal putting double value from the cards. It's basically creating 2 cards, right? But if Mega Mogwai can make it happen, that
now we must stick together.
In the hand, and all the space is like just that. So that's okay. That's really
good score.
He's going to do it. Just pick him up and probably just drop him right back.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I mean, that's very clever.
Let's see it. There it is.
And there is the resilience and.
And okay, but a little too late.
Yeah.
Wanna play for my axe?
Any other spells in the deck Super JJ might even want to opt into his team. It gives you 25 stats, but it also creates 12 more stats from your Thunder.
Double hollow!
Creating 19 stats.
JJ has had enough in this round. I mean, he has Roach and Adrenaline Rush in the hand.
I'll do what I can.
Represents no real gain.
I'm gonna be right.
But there's also from here. Wow, Mega Mogwai can now
his hand is quite good. Yeah.
I don't know what to do now. So I keep trying to play to win
again,
this
we're gonna see Mogwai's commitment to winning this round, and I think that.
Oh, if you definitely try to do so, very much so.
So the Ratos is gonna get a maximum of 2. Well, no,
it's like 8 stats. It's fine.
Yeah, 8 on the melee row, and then of course the Alchemist a 12-point play, which.
4-2s.
There is a decoy still in the deck that we haven't seen, but. Avallac'h is out right now, and
I guess
necessarily.
I mean, he definitely has to return Avallac'h no matter what, and then he can play out another card. So he could have also opted in to play to basically return the Avallac'h and then play the Rotosser with Kahir. He can also play the Rotosser for Kahir. It's pretty good.
So he still has to play 2 more cards. Well, no, not necessarily. No, the Alchemist would be enough, right? With the cow.
So it's 9 stats, 76. So, but he returns Avallac'h, so I'm not exactly
I'll look at my
sure.
graveyard in a second.
I mean, he needs to create 20 more mana, 13 stats. And I'm not sure whether he will be able to create 13 stats.
Yeah.
That's only 12. So it's that's unlucky. Oh, is it? Yeah.
Should I just swipe 3, 4,
now,
5? Should I just
in
swipe
a
that
tying
top row
situation
immediately?
here, is
Mogwai.
Mogwai's.
Yes.
Oh, well,
no, he's just going to go and take it. He's just going to take that.
He cannot really pass.
Revealing the Avallac'h that JJ knew is I mean, drawing Tibor here. Would you now? Was that a real option, taking the tie there? I mean, it's tough. There's a lot of carryover, so probably not. This is probably just a pass, or no? You'd probably want to get that last card out of the deck.
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
I think it was a good idea to swipe it then.
No Tibor for Mogwai, unfortunately.
Get the move on, lads! Look alive!
Know
if anyone's got any hooch left.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mega Mogwai will definitely throw it.
Yeah, he'll get it.
But he's like 4 cards behind.
I'm still looking up all of the lines in play for this spell. Yes, of course. Well, the point is that you draw everything. You always get your cards. That's you know.
Onward, Fryhead!
To get to a tournament. So there's Tibor.
I'm really curious.
And
this is insane. I mean, this roach could really be.
I shall savor your death.
Like this roach plays for 8, 11, 15, 19 stats. Because I mean, Super GG will always buff all minions available on the board, and
let's hurry.
I mean, this roach is still 19. Oh, even more because he can.
That's a gold. I didn't know it was a gold.
22, right. Okay, so there's his lane. Yeah, sure.
8th lane, dead card, no more cards to pull. Adrenaline Rush will represent.
Humans have no place in Broccolon.
Use the what's it called on it.
But JJ does need to win the round, so having cards that Roach and Adrenaline Rush don't really provide a lot of actual point gain in this round.
I was gonna
there's really no reason not to.
Hit it with the decoy and then throw it on their side, take a 7.
This is a seer here that's happening, so Rod Tosser going back in.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Monk will definitely return Avalok to the hand and play it again. Because, I mean, it's pretty convenient, right? You play a card, you draw 2, and your opponent is drawing 0.
Yeah, so, I mean, on top of the T-Board interaction, but the fact that you get the extra cards.
Now he's going to move.
Yeah, I mean, it's very deceptive, right? Mogwai appears to have far less cards than he actually does.
Yeah, he's gonna move a 9 points.
Yeah, a lot of tempo was lost from the Avalok assault.
I'm not even sure about Saskia
it still did something.
I mean, maybe JJ would also like to cycle some of these.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is the bomb. There's one road closer. And the last card, like Mega Monk will also draw the last card.
Yeah.
He really seems to be able to, maybe create a situation where he will come out very well again. Because Mega Monk also knows that as long as Super JJ has not positioned 2 units next to each other, there's literally no reason to pass, because all buffs will also only affect 1 card at best, right? So just continue the play as long as these buffs are going for +3 stats, +4 stats only.
Yeah, he said dwarves were vulnerable to mill, and we're really seeing it now, especially with that Dimeridium Bomb back in Mogwai's hand. There's really only so much JJ can do.
Now the dwarf. Yeah. Oh wow! This Dimeridium Bomb, man.
That's not going to be very good.
There.
I mean, has JJ
now let them dangle a while.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, at this point, JJ should actually.
Who told you to fight like this?
So lacerate just to get it out, right? Lacerate just to get it out.
Just getting those cards.
There is some buff. Very interesting.
Any last words?
Adrenaline Rush and we saw Link come up with no spells. We know that Adrenaline Rush hasn't.
Yeah, but he got 2 golds, so I can't do anything with score.
Mogwai is in, that Adrenaline Rush will probably be played last, I imagine. But the Shackles could stop that.
I like the way you die, human.
Yeah, but if he wants to shackle that, then JJ actually has the ability to do the resilience. Oh wow. Okay. Oh, that's so intense.
Yeah, this is really intense. This is really Nilfgaard's showing up today. This is really something, and of course,
a really bad opening
hand.
hand.
Going to be bringing it, and I mean, you can see it. Like some of the choices that were made, like Mega Mogwai put in work, practice in the stack for sure.
Scorch really jacked you up.
These checkers, though, I'm really not sure, because this checker could have countered
was that even this match? I mean,
obviously resilience.
I don't know.
Well, JJ could have always played it last, I suppose.
I just know that opening hand I had nothing. I really wanted.
Yeah, but now he actually gives JJ the ability to not play it last. Now he gives JJ the ability to just play it now. And that's like a huge difference, because that simply means that, yeah, exactly this, yeah, that JJ will have 1 more card in the hand. I mean, that's a huge difference.
As dead as a creaser.
Now, if you played a Rot
there will be no negotiation.
Bomb, both of those doors would also get eliminated because they'd line up in 6.
Sorry.
If you play the Rot Tosser and the Cow on the ranged row, and then Dimeridium Bomb the following turn, they would both go, and Thunderbolt Potion wouldn't stop that either, nor would the Commander's Horn. Zoltan would probably be able to move something, but ultimately that's probably not what JJ tends to do.
Okay, so
get a free win.
I mean,
yeah.
It's really.
I mean, Ethna is probably going to be used to put another Adrenaline Rush on the other dwarf, but if it's possible here that Mogwai is considering that line of play, putting the Rat Toss.
For Skelliger's glory!
On Cedro.
I respect nothing human.
It's 12 or it's 12, but I mean, if he's putting his opponent, I mean, again, Mogwai.
Now he can toggle. Wow. I mean, okay. Now he can just toggle again. with the option to buff afterwards. That's really so that might have been a misstep.
What, playing the resilience there?
No. The resilience awesome from Mega Mogwai. Not keeping the shackles, just
oh right.
Just even making this play possible, because if you think about JJ's position, JJ's hero power was basically dead, right? I mean, it was 5 stats plus.
Olga Blackhand's taking on new swabbies. What do you say?
Spells he would have liked to resurrect. I mean,
slaughter them to a man.
And now, I mean, JJ can use the roach block of the rod, the cow after, and he can also use the dwarf for full value. So, oh man, I think that was.
Wanna put on my axe?
Yeah, quite.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the Diamond Bomb here. I mean, we can see JJ's hand has multiple ways of bringing those dwarves back up. So we got
yes, I should just keep playing my dwarves because he's going to keep buffing.
The carryover is going to be pretty extreme, even though JJ won't be drawing a card. And having this kind of carryover going into round 3 is much harder to deal with.
Oh, but why does JJ play Zoltan here? I mean, that's also. I mean, I'm not sure about that either, because I mean, Zoltan is quite more powerful than any of these potions. I mean, the Zoltan is representing 12 stats
Should I play another dwarf or just pass now?
I mean, they are not representing the same, because JJ knows there is a Rod Tosser in Mogwai, or at least now. So this horn and the potion are quite weaker than the golden card. So,
yeah. Mogwai just drawing that last card, which is a Rod Tosser and no mulligan. No mulligan face here. 2 Rod Tosses will.
But he cannot get value from both. No. Oh my god.
Yeah. This is gonna be cold.
Now we must stick together.
Or not. I mean,
23. He now needs to.
Appearances can be deceiving.
Wow, this is intense. So we are talking 32 stats here, and Mogwai has 23 plus 12. That's 35. Holy moly, he will.
Devil hollow!
Is this it?
He will win this game by 3.
Blood for foul blood!
Mogwai just got a ticket to the finals.
Wait, if not passed?
Oh,
wait,
wow.
Wait.
Wow.
Is Tibor going off if the opponent has passed?
No. JJ could have.
No, JJ could have passed.
JJ could have passed. Is that true? Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh man!
Yeah, I think so.
Mega Mogwai
could have passed. I mean, Tibor is just not going off, so it was kind of a misstep from Mogwai that he didn't play Tibor first, because I mean, obviously he gets the opponent 1 more stat because of the cow, so there was a reasoning to play the Rod Tosser first in order to undermine the 1 stat which wouldn't have gone off otherwise, but just leaving JJ the option to just pass. Wow, I mean, that's and JJ knew. Yeah. JJ knew about the Tibor for 23 stats. So,
Mega Mogwai just got a ticket to the finals, taking out JJ 3 times. He played dwarves. JJ, a master of dwarves.
And Nilfgaard again.
I mean, and with Nilfgaard,
striking, guys.
I mean, if there was one thing, I mean, we were talking about how we saw 3 Nilfgaard leaders represented in this tournament, and we also talked about Nilfgaard winning in this tournament. To see Mogwai get a ticket to the finals by beating JJ 3 times with dwarves, finally with Nilfgaard.
Calm yourselves.
Could you have really expected? Mogwai, come here.
It's insane. Like, wow.
Wow, man. Have a seat. Have a seat. Who wants to talk to Mogwai?
Mogwai, congratulations, man. Very well played. Yeah, that was really awesome. We were really, I mean, with the Nilfgaard, I mean, we were really sitting there and like, oh wow, and now JJ has like 1 card advantage, 2, 3, 4 card advantage. Yeah. But we also knew, I mean, what your Nilfgaard combination is capable of. So we were really thinking, okay, now you're 4 cards behind, JJ has carryover, but maybe, just maybe...
By the rates of Morhog!
So it's a very scary match, for sure, like, because Nilfgaard is not that powerful if you get to it. So,
resilience card?
when he passed, that was a very good sign for me, because that means I'm willing to go... I miscounted by 1, though. I don't know if you noticed, but I made a play which
where you ended up with
I miscounted by 1. I realized when I was about to make the play, but I'm like,
right?
I got committed to this. I have to do it.
Yep.
And I basically just relied on dead plague-filled cows and bobs.
Yeah, they work. Oh,
I need to point out, I was talking with JJ for like, he could have actually won the last game if he passed.
If he would have passed, yeah.
Yeah, because he didn't like Tiber. Yeah. I noticed that at the very like right after I played the Ratas, and I was like, nice,
yeah,
nice.
Because you were so greedy, you wanted to get that one stat. You wanted to get that one stat, and the one stat would have nearly thrown you maybe the series.
No, for sure. Like I'll admit it, like I misplayed there, but in my defense, it's a long series.
In your defense, you also realize, I mean, that's already kind of huge, right? Because many people, I mean, doing mistakes is amazing. It's also definitely nothing bad behind that. If you do it and then learn from those, yeah. Because like doing those, I mean, that's just nature. Everybody has mistakes, right? Yeah.
The first game, I kind of realized, you know, I'm not the greatest Dagon player out there. I'll admit it. I done goofed because I realized that my game plan of relying on my carryover and a Willett Spirit Commander's Horn just get nuked up by Coral. And I realized this as I was venturing into round 3. I'm like, I don't think this is going to work. And his own carryover denied me to... Because I wanted to pressure him, I had double implement.
Yes.
You know, it's a great card, but it's also very low tempo, and it enabled him to catch up and actually put me in a situation in which I couldn't get an extra card out of him.
Because it's going to keep getting stronger.
But even then, I don't think that would matter because Coral just obliterated me. I tried to diverse my buffs because I realized, you know, I tried to buff the Foglets and then...
How can I help?
Especially with the Pirates. That game kind of hit me because I was like, I just let off with my head here, which is meant to counter Brand. But I think it was my game there. I think he expected me to expect him to not. I think because leading with Brand was very ballsy. Because that's like my best matchup with Amir. But he got me there. And I started off like bad, but then I was kind of like, you know, Queensguard. I want to run into his Reaver Hunter.
Do you think I should
I have several good tools.
Or should I drop the Archer?
It was an uphill climb, man. Like, shout out to him. Like, obviously, misplays were made, but...
I could drop the Archer to snipe something, then pass.
I had a blast.
I also heard
it's an honor. Like, he's such a, like, Panda and JJ, like, they're like two of the best players out there.
I could just ignite.
I also heard something about a 42 stat twisted mirror. Oh, man. I mean, that was like huge, yeah. So, yeah,
I'll say it. Like I've said it for a long time. I hate that card. I think that card is stupid.
But
today I loved it. Today I loved it.
Bow before modern Freya.
My mirror, my one and only mirror, my savior. Yeah, because I'm happy that the second time but yeah, props to JJ. Props to Panda. Like 2 excellent players. Just, you know, got lucky in certain things, and today's my day. So
okay. So I mean, we will also see whether it's today in the finals. So really looking
I'm gonna hope my assassin card keeps him guessing.
In the finals going through.
Because he has to worry about that too.
Thank you very much, and congratulations again. Thank you, man. And see you in the finals.
He's gonna decoy it, so he gets to do it again.
And we are directly jumping into the action of the next semi-finals, which will be Vetranos against Game King and Joy Guys.
I think he made a mistake there. He made such a huge mistake. Oh yeah, okay. Why were you saying he couldn't decoy it?
Well, I was saying he couldn't decoy it at that. Well, I thought he was going to decoy it and play it again, but you can't do it if your opponent is passive.
Ah, okay. But he could have still decoyed it. Oh no, I see. Right, he wouldn't have been able to play it, and he can't hold it in his hand.
Yeah.
So I guess the plan was to res it. That ambush card saved me.
If he underestimated, I guess he just didn't count.
Or maybe he just never seen that card before?
I mean, he's level 15. He's playing longer than us.
That's true. So why wouldn't he, like... I feel like as soon as you see a card flipped over like that, you know immediately what the potential for it to be. It just sets red flags off on it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he just never really seen it. Or he could have just made a mistake. Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious as to what just happened there. Guess it was good that I just decided to kind of stick around a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. set ignite. So strong. Scorch.
It is. I hate that stupid card.
So yeah, he was definitely trying to bleed you dry. That card was just swelling up. I think it was at 26 points or something.
Yeah, and it had armor. I just need one more win.
Your bottle looks large. They're in Germany, right?
Yeah, but look at the lens. You see how it's like curved? Like look at the corners. Like look at the sides of the.
Humans have no place in
See how the lens
Broccolon.
isn't like flat or whatever? So it's kind of like.
There will be no
distorting
negotiation.
The angle.
It's like a concave like lens, I guess. Or I'm not sure which one, concave or convex. What am I fighting?
Mirror match.
Fuck. Mirror match means I want Scorch.
Get rid of Sasuke.
Not yet.
No, that's where you get rid of us.
That. Damn. This. There we go. Settle. Hold that. Hope it's enough.
Peace with humans? I buy that!
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
Interesting. What? Very interesting.
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
Maybe he wound up with 2 of those potions.
Now we must stick together. Want a whiff of my axe?
Death awaits us all.
I'll do what I can.
Right now. He gave you a nice swipe target. Good lord. 3, 6, 9, 12.
Non-humans, savages. Folk have called us many names. We've had. It's time they showed us respect. Time for the Scoia'tael to strike back. Our game is a shadow play. Not for us, rows or
So
formations,
get rid of Scorch or keep
as
it?
we do not fight by the book. A merciless blow can come courtesy of our steadfast tough and resilient.
Like it against
No
this
force
guy? Are you gonna try and all in this round, or?
Thinking about trying to all in.
Agility, strength. We need little else.
I've got to get this stinking mess in order.
He has Scorch too?
Yeah.
And for those who believe they've the power to defeat us.
Everyone.
Ooh. Just hit me with that
Join the
meteor.
Scoia'tael.
Do I have what's it
And
called?
make
This guy?
humans fear
I don't.
the invisible.
Should I just pass the turn?
Did you use first half?
No, I didn't. I could drop the mercenary and try and pull it.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, he just played a legendary.
Hey guys, how you
So-
doing? I'm here after my
Because if he wants to, he still has a lot of.
Sorry, what? After my glorious performance. No. But to the topic. We have Game King vs Metranus, the second semi-final. Also, gonna be an interesting matchup because they are both really good players. So
The storm is coming. Let's enjoy the weather while we still can.
The only player that brought Poultice is Game King. He also has Dagon, I guess as expected. He has King Bran, a very
Not bad.
well.
Not bad at all.
He also has Dwarves, which I guess you're a fan of. But this is the very odd version with Isengrim.
oh yeah,
Not someone's a fan of. So,
Onward, Fryhead!
I played Game King a few times on ladder. I know he's a very good player. He made the Game King monsters list very popular last patch, so
Oi! Hi there! Come here!
I don't really follow that scene too much, but you must, I think, know him as a Hearthstone player too. So definitely my favorite, I think, to get to the finals maybe.
Yeah, definitely a solid player. Also
Now we must stick together.
doing quite well on the red level. Has reached several
Boosted
times
in my
rank
hand
1.
by 3.
Also showed some solid gameplay.
I
here.
never
It's gonna be
miss.
interesting. Also very known for his monster play. And we're also gonna see a little bit of reveal action.
I didn't have Commander's Horn. No, I was just gonna think about either immune boost or just resilient.
Much better than a lot of people
dropping
expected.
resilience.
For sure. But we do see just Dagon, King Bran, and King, which I think are the most popular
Swipe or
leaders by
something.
far. We did see a little bit of Hensel and also, of course, full touch.
Me,
with
he
Game King,
only played it once, but I
think
guess he could have
Ethan
more than
and
one.
King Bran were the
Should I
most
just
big
resilient a card or immune
Yeah,
buff?
it's pretty awesome. So we have Dagon, Van.
Should I pass or should I pop
surprising.
resilience?
Actually very cool. So we're gonna see a lot of variety again.
I think he'd be good passing.
I'm very happy. You can see some Nilfgaard action, full test action. Eifner is very well represented this tournament in Red as well. But it's very cool because normally like the last stack is like the next stack, and this is where we see some variety. So, yeah, so one player playing. So we have Metranus playing Dwarfs. He plays common discard Skelliga and reveal a Nilfgaard, I would call it.
Yeah, it's kind of a hybrid.
Kind of a hybrid. And then we have Game King playing also the standard discard Skelliga deck. It's pretty common. We have also Dwarfs
with the Moran though, and
with the Moran and Igni. Moran not being.
No, I also don't. I mean, it can be good, but it's hard to find really good value with it, I think.
But the Eifner is definitely very interesting. Sometimes you can like steal the Horn out of the
and he plays the Gleiss.
Yeah. So we have the
discard mirror.
Discard mirror.
This is completely dependent on draws most of the time. So we'll see.
Is it also not?
Fryhead!
Mirror is definitely defined a lot generally. Who starts first? But actually, at this mirror, it isn't the case, right? Because we have these ships.
Yeah, but it really depends on. I think the two most important draws, more than the ships, are Donar and Root.
There will be no negotiation.
Do you think that would be worth it to get another unit on the board? Or do you think it's best to... So she igniting again?
No, now I wish I would have kept mine.
Lugos round 1. If you have Lugos, even if you go second, you have the coin flip advantage obviously, and you can get rid of the long chip very easily. And they can really play another long chip or res it with a Freya, because then they either are down 1 point or they tie. So there's not really a good solution for Lugos or the Donar even. So it's tough. I mean, if you start first and your opponent has those answers, which apparently in my ladder opponents anyway, they always have those answers. So it's definitely tough for sure. We see two pirates there as well, which isn't too good.
Yeah, we've seen some very, let's say, that's actually
Let's hurry.
Tough. Like Metranus, he can go second here. He has
There will be no negotiation.
And he has Donar and Lugos, which are the two, I think, the big answers round 1.
I think this is, like from the starting hands wise, that's very well tailored from Metranus.
And also Game King plays a version with 3 Freyas and only 2 Pirate Captains, which I personally think is a bit unoptimal because round 1 becomes super clunky. You have already
Now we must stick together.
And having Freyas as well, it makes it so you have that 2 dead cards in hand. if you don't have the skirmisher in the graveyard. So it's definitely can get really
We ought to help one or the other.
Nope, as we said, there's Lugos. Probably discarded a skirmisher as well, which makes his Freya better.
It's gonna be something here, right?
You guys here it's
this is where it starts getting rough.
Once I get the buff from the passive.
Bad at all.
Then the Dona's gonna come down most likely.
Or you can take your goes 2 cards up in a mirror match.
Always hold the swipe. I mean, always hold the scorch against these assholes.
Winning on equal, right? Because after you shot this shit, like also the resurrection is already used suboptimal.
Yeah, it's not useful Ceres. Already one less Ceres tick you have over the course of the whole game. So definitely not ideal. And having 2 pirates in hand is also one less discard, which isn't just the pirates. You know, back it's, yeah, but
you able to play that out.
Yeah, it takes the pass.
But it's also 3 less points on the pirate cap as well, 2 points.
Good with moving his unit, so you got the extra point.
So you just invest all year, or
yeah, I think.
How many games are gonna make me play? The deceptive endgame screen showing me that I'm close, or that I passed it, and then it's like, nope,
it's a little bit
you're still not 8.
sometimes.
So like 8 games ago, it said I was like 9.
3 ships on the board, one starts discarding, it's kind of rough. But I guess he has the tools to play against it, like he has a Donar, and he has his own 3 ships.
Yeah, it's tough because when you win the round, you go first in the next round. And
So this should be the last one.
If you have
Needed.
long chips
If I
first,
win,
you know,
I should level up and rank
you
up.
already used Lugo, so that's one less answer to the long chip as well.
Wow.
Go for the tie.
Yeah.
That's very interesting, right?
That is very interesting. And he wasted
There is
Lugos
but
on
one
race, so
punishment
he
for
traded Lugos
traitors.
for, I mean, he's a card down, of course, but...
I respect nothing human.
Quite a game here.
Yeah.
He didn't get the pirate, was very important.
He did draw the old here.
So I don't know what to do against these guys, honestly.
Power-wise, I mean, the Ermin is super important.
Very important to cycle. Try and draw.
The spy is not that good, but if you get Coral, it can be very strong. I mean, I favor Mitrano's position here a lot.
Yeah, 3 long chips and being a card up.
Yeah. So if you're here in Game King spot, most important thing is
You just pass?
before you use Ermion, right? Otherwise you draw your pirates. Yeah.
Mahakam!
It's tough, like going second, it's tough. I think when
So
the
I'm
tie
just gonna
is
play
it's a
one card, I
conflict,
guess.
Or no, whoever goes for second in the first round goes first. Yeah, goes not which is really not that bad in the mirror matchup, like you said earlier. But that's already the big RNG. Donar coming in strong for this series as well, although it doesn't count for a Ceres stick, so it's not maybe as strong. But yeah, I guess he has enough Freyas and Raiders to.
Donar is just full speed.
Yeah,
this Raider.
Let's see if we get the return.
Peace with humans? I buy that!
Oh, you got one pirate?
Yeah,
okay.
Very glad.
But it's definitely not a Raider, for sure. A little bit worse.
Man, we will see some warship armada here.
Yeah.
Shooting really hard.
A naval battle.
Yeah, I mean, 3 ships versus 1 ship, that's really...
Yeah, unless he draws more with Ermion, but then he's risking drawing
Yeah,
the
I
pirates.
don't know what I'm gonna do here.
If he draws a ship, then it's
Drop
too late.
another
There's not really any discard triggers. Aside from, yeah, there's no discard triggers at all.
We'll move
After
that
the
guy
pirate
up
Ermion
there.
and Brand,
I'll
so.
just do this.
Yeah, it's
Know if anyone's got any hooch left.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah, just losing coin flip is huge in the mirror. We see why here. And
yeah, but I think there were some options. Like maybe he should have just played the card.
Yeah, I don't think he should have played the Freya until launch. I would have just played the Olgerd and looked for a pass later on.
Your humble servant.
And, you know, even passing it to even if you have carryover and your opponent still doesn't, it's not that bad. Going into round 2 and losing it. But
yeah, maybe like forcing out some mechanics from your opponent, like if he can possibly like
Go on in, Kazer!
Because they take quite some time to deploy, and then maybe pass and have even
Put the shield on, so if he drops a rat, I can just swipe my own raw.
Very glad.
Played Olgerd into Bernan with Ceres, Morkrug, and Raider, and then Mitranos got greedy and played 2 long ships and didn't match the score. Then he could pass there, and then it just equal it out. And he already wasted Lugos Mitranos, so going into the round in a lot better position, especially with Ceres and Morkrug already having the 6 and stuff.
Yeah, definitely see that. So Ceres goes. Yeah, Ceres has quite some impact.
Mahakam!
To make you resurrect leak.
I think it's really important in the brand mirror to have Raiders in hand, so Donor has a smaller chance of
drops
being
a
able to
rat,
steal them.
what you want to do is
I did that in my games as well against Spotify. I made sure if I had Ermion, I have a lot of Raiders in hand, so there's no chance that Donor steal Raiders.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It's true. Yeah, Donor starts stealing Raiders. That's not the best experience.
We must stick together.
Penciled Reaver Hunters in general against Scaliga. You have it in hand.
No, it busted my phone. That was a mistake.
Yeah, Donor has a mechanic. He can be tricky. Also, when you play like monster with Necro, it's just the like Bros cards where just if he sees the right Bros cards, he can be quite nasty.
There's so much cards that lose so much value. Olgerd and Morkvark just play for 9 vanilla. Yeah, strength units. Ceres just gonna maybe get 1 activation. So.
Oh, now we get these 3 warships on the board.
Now he's ready to go, and none of them are dead. So.
Yeah, we have definitely ready.
The Udarik is gonna be a +6 spy maybe if he draws a Raider as well, and if he has a foil. So.
They are definitely like they have forcing out.
I'll do what I can.
It's gonna be a lot of shots. Crazy. And it's really rare to see 3,000. Most decks you play against have some targeted control, but this deck really doesn't. It just relies on the long ships, maybe trying to get one out with a bit of RNG with the shots.
It's not even good to discard quality.
Now I'm gonna swipe myself, I guess. It's gonna be less painful than losing 2 files.
Yeah, it's better to get the Raider out.
Yeah, I think so as well, right?
Sure. Because I mean, Olgerd's useless. He's not gonna come out of the graveyard.
Yeah,
at all. Like, it doesn't even count for Ceres.
They played the last.
You can play the Stone Mage, the 4. Put her up there, she'll take the bomb.
You also make it so.
Everything all right?
So they are both on even cards now, but Metronos is magically 15 sets ahead and still.
And he still has Pirates, he still has Udarik, and he still has Ermion.
Oh, this is really. Yeah, so we can do the draw. That's a decent draw. Pirate cap. Just get rid of these Raiders in your hand. I mean, I guess.
Are they better than?
What did he play?
Yeah, with only the 1 long ship. You can leave them in hand and just discard them at the end by roping. But even then, they only get 7 value plus 9. So yeah, it would be the same.
We must stick together.
That's also quite interesting.
Yeah, it's a really good mechanic. When you're, I've been streaming a lot of discard Brand, and it's really fun to be able to rope and be like, oh no, I have to do this. You know, it's not my fault. I'm not BM. It's really interesting, the mechanic. But yeah, it would have been the same points as Olgerd from hand, so that's interesting for sure.
So now you can also Pirates down for sweet.
Could swipe it, but I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna play my hero power.
7 plus 4 times 2, so 12 plus 7, 19 points.
19 stats.
Yeah.
What will you do with it?
Yeah,
first light
for bronze unit.
It's crazy.
That thins for 2 as well, so
just
it's a
hope
lot
for
of
a better pull.
Crazy.
We'll win.
Also,
There will be no negotiation.
They're more like investments into the future.
They're the launches, but it's too late now. You have no more triggers. So.
It's also like there's a lot of
Onward, Fryhead!
to revive these ships.
No, I don't think. Oh,
you still have some.
this is 12 points value still. Skirmish level 10, so I think it is.
Continue buffing your
I think
character.
it's very well
You got an 18-point swing with
You
that.
can also just say.
Should I just go all
It's
in?
normally riskier though, because you have to get the value of all the discards before it dies. But in this matchup where Genki does not have much targeting control for that long ship, there's really no risk. You know it's going to get 12 points of value.
Mahakam!
This
That's
card is
what I
my
wanted.
hero eventually.
Double hollow!
With no raiders left in your deck, I might, and without control in hand, I think I do.
Patience is not a virtue I am known to have.
I think it would be more card and spy, maybe.
Yeah, I think so. Unless you play Daughter of Resurrection. I think you only have 1 resurrection. You have Skirmisher and a ship in the grave.
Doesn't have anything stronger. Really good.
Yeah, you have
3 or 4.
Not too shabby. Not shabby at all.
Yeah, it's like big rough.
And he can leave more card in his hand as well, right? And it still does the same.
Yeah, improvise.
Do the same thing with the more card you do with the Raider. Just rope at the end.
52?
Oh yeah. Discard as well. So
that's very
definitely more than enough.
That's cool.
Discards.
I like that idea. Definitely a solid option. But if you just look at his stats here,
it's just not enough.
Have strength, my love.
Like, Metrano still has a card more and he's ahead in stats.
And he has better card averages or similar, I guess. Old Gramus is worth more than Old Gear.
Yeah,
Freya. Yeah,
Onward, Freyhead!
Oh, interesting. He didn't even discard his...
Agroto dum anima est, spes est.
He didn't even get it yet, I mean.
Your humble servant.
Even now, with their current hand, I think Metrano still has higher value.
Yes.
It's 15 plus 15 plus 13 plus 9, so 30, 43.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Yeah, 50 is definitely much more than
Agroto dum anima est, spes est.
Yeah, Koral is also luring there at the bottom somewhere.
And you pass.
Still have a good resurrection here with the skirmisher, but points-wise at the end.
Well, this might be enough.
Well, on the Ceres as well.
Ah, okay, versus
But it's still obviously not enough. Just we just see him.
Yeah, it's just gonna be...
It hurts him.
No, or more even. 5 plus 30.
Not enough.
Plus 2. So 20 points in the end.
Bamboozled himself. Don't know what he was doing with that first round.
There's no more discard triggers.
In the end, it goes really straightforward. I mean, it's a mirror after all.
Can't do that against the doors.
Metrano's really having less blanks and better. I mean, 20 stats in Grand,
that's a lot for the last run. You definitely know you messed up somewhere. But he did also lose a coin flip, and coin flips, they're maybe not as important as people think in some situations, but in the mirror matchup for sure, it's the most important. Not so much in this one.
Like just bad to be first place, like first person, first turn.
Definitely a tough matchup for Game King, especially losing the first round. It's, the first game of the series is also very tough.
Yeah, I mean,
the mirror and the they have quite similar decks.
Goodest goods you've got, most goodest.
Like another mirror with Scoia'tael as well with the dwarf, so.
Yeah, have quite different.
Nice.
If I look at it,
I know.
Now for more.
One having the one is pretty standard.
Oh, he has royalty.
That'll just give me incentive to play next time.
That's a standard. Sure. And then he has Isengrim, he has a Glyce, and he has
give me a lot of monsters.
Goody.
Player and more. Climb back in. Also psychologically, losing the first game is also sometimes very heavy because you have to come back. You have to make quite a climb to get back into the game. So I guess we're going to see if he can do it. Maybe think try and get over that first. On his next deck. But
oh, well, I was not paying attention at all.
Dwarves.
Kind of
you're a very heavy dwarf player. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I was not paying attention. I was just looking at what card I didn't know.
It very much comes down if there's Lugos and Dona in the hand.
Yeah.
Nice.
There's such a big difference if you have Dona in the returns or like in the later turns. He's just Dona. He's just the 7-statter, maybe sometimes discarding something or stealing your opponent something. But in general, I think getting him early on is so important. But Lugos already just had the wall.
We see Lugos, we see Coral, but no Donar. And also no way to second and no Udorix, so not going to be finding Donar his first turn, which is obviously very important. Immediately takes out no way to counter it really, I think. Yeah. And Coral as well, obviously being kind of a trade for Otosworn. Don't value anything else.
So here Metrano is getting the Dennis. He will also be able. I think his plan is using the double cross here 2 times. One time the hero power, one time just out of the hand. Now Game King side. Going second here for the Skellige players also quite impactful.
Game King was a fan of playing Fog in the front row, right at the start of the.
Can they resurrect a gold card? That's what I want to know.
As much resilience as possible. So, and he knows that if he does clear, he's already ahead because he's playing a 5-point silver and then he's playing a 0-point first light pretty much to clear. And he knows that if he does clear, it's taking away from a rally opportunity. He can not thin his deck as much. He can not bring maybe a 3rd Magham Defender or a Dwarven Mercenary to move the cards out of the fog. So I think it's definitely a good play. It feels kind of bad because it's like, oh, I'm playing this for 5 instead of 13 points it can get. Just playing the
Quantify says that Shani is...
over a long run, if you know that he has to commit to a long run, because if he doesn't commit to a long run, then you just drive past.
Quantify says that Shani's the best card and Aegis is the worst. They said there's a lot of decks at the moment that aren't running any specials or few.
Very interesting. So
yeah, but
yeah.
like
much to say, so the 2 damage. So Gravis is just 5 stats here, and
even if you don't use her
the bros card.
ability, like you ignore her ability, just the base
I mean, silver cards are on average worth maybe like 4 points more than bronze card, or 5 points depending on the situation. So I think it was a good trade. And also, it's not just the stat value, but also the not thinning, the not being able to thin more cards out. So I think it was a decent play for sure.
Actually, this the hardcore supporter is quite interesting.
Yeah, it counters the Lugos.
Counters the Lugos, but not
like
really
70 to 40.
One block is gonna suffer, right?
And the discard target can also hit that maximum defender anyway, so maybe it dies anyway regardless.
The second ship is quite a pain here.
It just matters on what you feel like playing.
Oh man, you don't want to. Yeah, it's so harsh. Like one ship you can kind of handle. But if there's a second one coming online,
that is the faction that I was trying to.
You could at least consider passing here, right? But like this, not really.
And in fact, he has no resilient units on the board yet. It also doesn't. It would be a better pass if he had a very resilient unit that he could kind of use to at least not allow the dry pass in round 2. But he doesn't have one. He decided to play the Dennis first and then the support. Instead of just playing Yarbin, I guess he can access Yarbin. So Ethnes or the Magnum Defender.
So hero power is coming down here. You just discard Severus, Morkrock, and Orgrid?
Yep, that's what I'd go for, I think. Yeah, if you have either Morkrock or Olgrid in hand against dwarves, I'd normally go for Skirmisher maybe. If I especially game version that plays 3 Freyas, he wants to definitely cycle that Skirmisher and get it as big as possible for round 3. So it's like a really good top deck as well. To maybe combat some of the resilience from Ifling maybe in round 2. But yeah, I'd definitely go for... Oh, he has Olgrid in hand actually, so yeah, I'd go for Skirmisher first instead of Raider. Or Donar, he wants to... He guarantees he has it for this round.
I don't understand what I'm supposed to be watching here.
But he also only draws it 1 time maximum this game, so he can't counter with Ifling round 2.
I'm not sure what's wrong with the Raider right now if people are complaining.
I kind of like it. It's a hard call to make for sure, because you can get greedy and think, oh, and if you had Ermion, maybe he thinks, oh, I can draw with Ermion maybe, and then I just try it twice, I can see Grief later as well in round 2.
Because there was some tournament recently.
Yeah, it's not only that, also you get...
It's like a post that Josh just linked me.
Graveyard, which gives you a better option.
I just watched the first clip.
Getting the second lock, I mean, now you have Lugos and Donar.
Where's my CPU?
Yeah, I think he has the tools to win this round for sure. Yeah. And also in round 2, if you keep Donar for like a Sigrifa res, you can counter the Ifling. The Ifling's almost always played after the players that passes. So there's really, you can't